honor to give the first speech this evening. Having had 4 girls, this is the first time in almost 20 years that I've been able to speak without being interrupted, corrected, ignored, or laughed at. So please let me enjoy this unique opportunity. On behalf of myself, my wife Lori, Tony and Jerry Mira, I'd like to welcome everybody tonight that have come to share this beautiful day of Chad and Michelle's wedding. As I look around the room, I see that there are many relatives and friends, some of which have traveled a long ways to be here with us today, and I want to thank you all very much. I want to thank you for coming to help us celebrate this event, and I also hope that you have a wonderful evening. With Lori and I living in Florida, Chad and Michelle in North Carolina, and Tony and Jerry in Jamaica, it's very difficult to plan and pull off an event like this. So I'd really like to thank our friend, her daughter Jen Poland, and my daughter Kimberly Lesniewski, who have helped us immeasurably with this party. Today was a very proud day for me, walking Michelle down the aisle. You'll agree with me that she makes a beautiful bride. I think this is the part of the speech where I'm supposed to tell embarrassing Michelle. But first I want to let everyone know that she's really been the perfect daughter. But there is one incident that comes to mind. Those of you that know Michelle know that she's a cat lover. And one day when she was about 3 years old, her mother got very upset at her cat and threatened to give her away. Not Michelle. Now, being a cat lover myself, I was looking around the house and I couldn't find Michelle. I asked Lori where she was. She didn't know. But I figured it out. I went outside, down the block, around a little curve. Sure enough, there was Michelle walking back and forth, clutching her cat very closely. She was running away from home, but she knew she couldn't cross the street. There are a lot of other embarrassing stories I could tell about Michelle, but I think she probably has as many, if not more, about me. So I think at this point I'll call a truce and stop. I'm also pleased to welcome to the family now, although he's been like a part of the family for quite a while. During the time we've known Chad, we've come to realize how special he is to Michelle, is to him. And I think you'll agree. According to the Idiot's Guide of Wedding Speeches, now's the time that I'm supposed to give them both some advice. And one thing I'd like to say that it's very important for you to pick the right person for the right reason. And I think they've both done this. But Chad, there's another bit of advice I think I have to give you. Throughout the marriage, there are going to be times when you're right and times when you're wrong. When you're wrong, you need to say so. And I know your dad had you practicing that last night. When you're right, though, enjoy the knowledge and just don't say anything.
Good advice.
The actor Richard Burton once said that a woman for who he is and then spends the rest of her life trying to change him. I'll get a good look at Chad as we know him today, because Michelle's remodeling work starts in the morning. Genesis 2:24 tells us that a man will leave his mother and father, unite with his wife, and become one flesh. And we're so glad now that we can celebrate Chad and Michelle being united together. So in wrapping up, I'd like to say congratulations to both of them. And I'd now like to have a toast for Mr. and Mrs. Chad Mira.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the best man, Chase Mira.